Well, hello there,
Hi,
stranger.
how you doing?
How's it going?
Good. How about you?
It's going great.
That's good.
My business is good. Got
Nice.
my accounting job all set up.
Oh, very nice. I'm finally graduated from college with my dentistry degree,
Oh.
and started my own practice. It's booming. Business is booming. People have cavities.
Very good.
It's good.
What were you doing here?
Oh, I just sent some text messages to some friends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just like the good old times.
Good old times. Yep.
Back in W131.
Composition.
Oh, that class. That was a good class.
Very good class. I still remember that first paper. What was it? The
Rhetorical? No, it was literacy narrative.
literacy narrative.
Literacy narrative. That was,
I remember I had some struggles on that one.
yeah, same
My
here.
my word choice wasn't too well. I kept using the same word over and over again to express the same idea, and it wasn't helping my paper along at all.
Yep, same here. Like my voice, no voice whatsoever, and it was a personal paper too, which made it really weird. And like I just lacked energy in the paper. It was just essay-like. It was boring.
Yep, I also had trouble with just staying on topic. I would
Yes,
switch from
I
one time
remember
period
that.
to the other.
Yeah.
You do remember that very well,
Yeah,
yes.
I remember having issues staying on task. Focus issues, oh, big problem.
Yes.
And then procrastination.
Oh, procrastination was
That was not the worst paper though for that.
no.
No.
Procrastination was a big issue, but I think on that paper, I also did well on my imagery. I did well with creating, what the reader needed to feel in their head.
Needed to feel, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I don't. My paper wasn't that great. I got like a B plus on the thing, so
I did actually really well. I think what helped me is the imagery and also my dialogue and introduction really helped characterize. the
I did have a
people in
good
my
introduction
paper.
though. Like I set the scene with a story. It helped the paper along a little bit.
That was a very good paper.
It was.
I liked it.
Me too. It was a good experience. It helped us. I believe that helped me as a writer overall.
It really made me realize the different styles of writing that are out
Yeah. Like I was like, yeah, narrative, but never really thought of a literacy narrative before.
there. Never. I mean, never heard of literacy and narrative.
Yeah. I would never would have thought about telling a story about how like a book as simple as Hatchet by Gary Paulson would help me become a better like reader and writer.
And the way that Mrs. Clark explains how to write an essay to me just
Oh, back junior year in Apish.
it just sparked a more fervent passion for writing.
Yeah. Yep. Those were the days. Remember the rhetorical analysis we had after that one?
Oh man, the rhetorical analysis. That was a tough paper for me.
What did you do yours over again? Was it?
My speech was John F. Kennedy's moon speech
Oh.
at Rice Stadium University in Texas.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Mine was a little more somber tone. It was George W. Bush's 9/11 address to the nation.
Yes.
Yeah. I still remember that day like it was yesterday. So great.
That paper gave me a little trouble.
Did it?
The first thing is I didn't really understand what rhetorical analysis was.
Same here. I just no idea. I was like rhetoric. Like I sort of grasped the concept, but it took me a while. But
And so after the first couple drafts, I still didn't have the basis of what my paper needed to be. I wasn't explaining how and why the author was using the rhetorical devices that he was using.
yeah, like the ethos, logos, and pathos. Like that, I'd heard of those in psychology before, but didn't really know how people use them in real life. It was difficult.
I definitely learned a lot about different types of writing with this paper,
Yeah.
but I had most trouble as well with my organization. It didn't follow a chronological order, so the reader would probably get confused.
Yeah. At first, I was hesitant on using the speech because it was only a page long, and Mr. Slater said to have a longer paper, it would be easier. But I was like, I can do it. Short is always better with papers, so I decided to go for it. And at first, I had some issues, but after conferencing with Mr. Slater, that helped a ton because he came up with ideas that I could talk about in it. And it just helped a lot with it.
I would agree the conference with Mr. Slater was very helpful. He really explained to me what I needed to work on in my writing. And one area he said was to continue to develop things further because I had left some things underdeveloped
Yeah,
and some
same
things
here.
a little over.
Same with me. I actually didn't procrastinate as much on this paper. I worked ahead for once, which was like magical.
Magical. This paper, I decided to wait a little bit to do it. It
Yeah.
probably hampered my grade.
Yeah,
But
probably.
I still did some things well on the paper. One thing I did well was just identifying what devices he used, and I think that I picked out the most significant ones and what that was all about. And also, again, my introduction was the strong point of my piece.
My introduction was alright. I had a good sentence that grabbed their attention, but other than that, it wasn't anything to write home about. Like, I believe that this paper was my best paper overall, though, just because I learned the most from this paper, and I think it's partially had to do with the fact that I didn't wait till the last minute, so I wasn't rushing to do it. I had time for once. It was nice.
Sorry, I just need to text a little.
Oh, it's alright. Happens all the time.
Just gotta make sure nobody's looking. Oh, sorry, I just had to send a text real quick. Just
it happens all the time.
yeah.
So, what was our third one?
Our third one was our argumentative paper.
Yep.
That was the longest one of them.
That was a long paper.
I definitely spent the most time, I think, on this paper really trying to improve from where I had been, just to really improve my writing.
Yeah, same here. Like, this one though was kind of close. Procrastinated the most on this paper, I think. It was due, I think it was like 3 or something like that, 3 p.m.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, 3 p.m. I had, what, like 2 minutes to spare?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
You have to turn at 2:58.
That's right. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a really close paper.
That was a close call.
And then Mr. Slater thought it'd be funny to not put my grade up till the last minute. I'm like, all right, it's fair enough.
That was a fair.
I deserved it.
On this paper, I thought a couple of my struggles were the organization of my paragraphs. When we did the peer revision, where we had someone read it.
Well, you weren't there for the peer revision, though.
Well, we were there for the one where we rearranged our paragraphs.
Right. But for the other one, we were on the aerospace engineering trip to O'Hare. That was
very fun.
That was fun.
But the rearranging of the paragraphs really helped me to see, from the reader's perspective, what makes sense to them.
Yeah, same here. Like mine, it was just humble jumble, random stuff because I did the topic sentences the day they were due. So I was like, yeah, it wasn't too good.
No, I also had trouble transitioning from paragraph to paragraph, trying to tie in what I had said before to my next point. And the conference with Mr. Slater really helped me learn what I should do to transition, how I should organize, and also my conclusion, because in my conclusion I hadn't addressed my audience, and I hadn't addressed the counter argument as well.
That's one thing I forgot in my paper is I completely forgot to address the counter argument. But that probably hurt me some on my grade, but not too much.
I think, and then the one thing I did well on the paper was just the points that I made. I thought they were original, and I was able to find research that was able to back it up, and my images I thought were just the right size, and they really fit in well.
Yeah, I had some issues with sources on my paper because mine was a brand new topic. Like, it just came out a few years ago because the HHS healthcare mandate that we're stuck with now. But I had some issues finding some sources that were credible for it because not many people had researched on it, so there wasn't much out there.
Very true.
Yeah, but after conferencing with Mr. Slater on this one, I think this was my best conference I've ever had on all 3 of the papers because it helped a lot. Like, he helped me reorder my paper completely. He told me what order worked best and sounded best to the reader, so it helped a lot.
That's very good. And with my paper about club sports over high school sports, a lot of my sources, credible, had to be rearranged so that ESPN articles or sports writers were more valuable than professors.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting way for me to research. But overall, I think this argumentative paper was the best of all, just because I had learned, I had taken what I had learned from the narrative, rhetorical analysis, and I just put it all together into one good paper.
I think mine was pretty good overall, but it wasn't my best. My rhetorical analysis probably still takes the cake, but this one It was up there. It was up there. If I would have worked on it ahead of time and not waited until the last possible minute, I feel like I probably would have done a little better, but
Probably.
I'm still content with my grade on it.
Ooh, text message, sorry.
Yeah, I got one too. Is anybody looking?
No, I think we're good.
Just got a text few people here.
Walked out of the room. I think we're okay.
Well, no, he's back over there by Katrina, so.
Okay.
Do you remember all the other fun things you used to do back in high school? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Dude, you're strapping it. What are you doing?
I always two-strap. What are you talking
Dude,
about?
no, I gotta see with you. You gotta nose strap
No,
it.
I have to
You
two-strap.
have to nose strap it. I would negative strap it if that's even possible.
I have to two-strap.
I can't. No. Take it off.
I know, I don't want to.
Dude, you have to nose strap. You wanna know I'm right? 'Cause I was cool in high school. Alright? I was cool. 3 keys to being cool in high school. Alright? Step 1. Don't try hard at anything. Step 2. Make fun of people who do try hard. Step 3. Be handsome. Step 4. Anyone who steps you on the first day of school, punch them directly in the face. Step 5. Drive a sweet car. Crap. Take that one.
Sure?
Yes, take that one.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Hey, somebody rub me in.
Never do that. You would never do that.
Dude, let's park in a handicap spot. That'll make us look cool.
Yes, that's awesome.
Fly like a condor, fly like an eagle. Fly in the 85, candy painted regal. Fly like a dove, I come from up above. I'm rapping on the mic and you can call me Merce Love. Merce Love, run this house, I'm dumbing out. I'm that cold with it, 23 below, with it snow for effect. I suggest that y'all roll with it.
Dude, everybody's too strapped in.
I know, I got two straps.
No, peer pressure. Peer pressure. Don't fall for peer pressure.
Can't do it. I got two straps.
No strap.
I hate school. It does suck going back to high school.
It does. I'm so thirsty, dude.
Oh, hey. Somebody gave me some new Kool-Aid flavors.
Flavors?
Yeah?
Is that the flavors everybody's been talking about lately?
Yes, they are.
Want to go try some out?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Alright, get some of that strawberry.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Might as well.
Cheers.
Cheers. Some interesting flavor. Yeah. A little sugary.
I started off really good on this. But I don't have anything good. I don't have anything
Table of God guys, what? Table of nothing. Oh, say omelets it's like we speak. This plank is just so funny. I already have a pencil.
In the city, the night is so wide. Some way
So my papers are so good that nobody had anything bad to say on the reflections, so I just didn't write any reflections. And I'm just as good at rock band as I am at writing, so I could go pro in either one of those.
Dude, I'm the best at this.
I don't even need to do this. I don't even need sticks. No.
You don't even need to write your reflections, do you?
No, I'm not doing my
Your
reflections.
papers were just, yeah.
My paper was beautiful. Mr. Slater knows that. Live with juices like wine and
Oh, we're so good. I'm pretty sure we're like the next Van Halen or whoever they are.
Van Halen's the best.
Rusk is...
I am Van Halen. Freddie Mercury.
Writer's notebook,
Comp journal.
all done.
100%.
Woo!
Yes, time to party.
Phew, man, over the course of the semester, W131 has really impacted my writing style. I've started off not really knowing any different styles of writing or how to really write anything other than a standard 5-paragraph essay, just intro, body, conclusion. And coming out at the end of the semester, I've really learned that there's so many different ways to write, and the only way that you can improve on that is just to take some risks.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, taking risks in writing. It's risky, obviously, but it helped me become a better writer, But just this class overall, I feel like I've learned a lot about, different types of writing, like literary analysis. I learned more about argumentative papers, like last year. That was not good. But this year, I feel like I've improved a ton as a writer.
W131 has really impacted as well my essay writing for colleges, and also it's helped me prepare myself for the college process, because all the class time we got didn't really use it much effectively.
Or at all.
Not at all. And now at the end of the semester I realized that I've used the class time more and more as the year's gone on.
Yeah, same
And
with
so I think it's helped me to organize my time better.
especially the last couple of days, last week or two, I noticed there's a big change in my amount of work I got done in class versus out of school. Partially because the argumentative essay, that don't really taught me procrastination. I can do it, but it's not worth it.
I think the teacher was exceptional in this course as well.
Yes, Mr. Slater was a phenomenal teacher.
Yes.
He was probably one of the best English teachers, if not the best English teacher I've had in high school.
I would agree.